Hey guys, it's your girl Tina here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create this mermaid core nail design. I've been seeing a lot of mermaid designs on my feed, and so I thought I'd do my own take and create a set like this. So if you guys want to see how I created this, keep on watching. So here are my natural nails. The first step I'm going to do is push back my cuticles. I'm using this metal pusher here. It's got a curved shape which makes it really easy for me to use. I'm applying very light pressure, ensuring that it doesn't hurt when I push my cuticles back. Now I'm going to grab my trusty diamond cuticle bit and gently remove any dead keratin on my nail plate. I usually start with one side and then switch my e-file to reverse to clean up the other side. Once that's done, I'll wipe away any dust and carefully cut away any excess cuticle with my nippers. If you guys are not comfortable with this, just skip this step. Just make sure your cuticles are nicely pushed back. For the base, I'll be using a peel off gel base. That's because I don't plan on keeping my nails for too long. The peel off gel will make it a lot easier to remove. I won't have to soak my nails. It usually lasts about 2 weeks on me, which is a good time because I find it quite challenging to function with long nails, especially as a mum now. So I don't plan on keeping these nails for too long. If you want your nails to last longer, then obviously use a normal gel base. After curing the base, it's time to attach the forms. So these forms will help me create these sculpted gel extensions. To use, I just remove the middle tab and stick it on the back of the form to give it more strength. Then I'll tear off the top and roll out the form to match the curve of my nails. I'll place the form underneath the free edge, and if it doesn't fit perfectly, I'll usually cut it and adjust accordingly. I'll also check the side view just to make sure that the form isn't sitting too low or pointed upwards. If it fits well, I'll stick the tabs together and just make sure the center line of the form aligns with the middle of my nail. Now I'll repeat the process with the rest of my fingers. Looking back, I realized that I should have probably applied the gel base once I have my forms because that just reduces my hand touching the nail plate. So if you're doing this on yourself, do the base gel after the forms are on in case, it's quite fiddly. Alrighty, now I can start building my extensions. I'll be using a builder gel from Bessie and my trusty gel brush. First, I'll build out the free edge and I'll use the lines on the forms as a guide for the length and shape I want to achieve. Once I'm happy with that layer, I'll cure it. Then I'll apply another layer of the builder gel all over my nail, just a thin layer this time. I'm not going to cure that yet. I'm going to grab more gel and apply a thicker layer, and I'm going to begin to use a zigzag motion to float the gel down my nails. This technique is known as an overlay. It just builds up the nail structure and makes it thicker. Once the gel is on, I'll use the corner of my brush to gently pull back any areas that need more product. I'll check the structure from the side, and then I'll place my finger upside down to allow the product to level out and gather in the middle, which is where I want the thickest point of the nail to be. Once I'm happy with that, I'll cure it in place. I'll repeat this process with the rest of my fingers. Now that the extensions are cured in place, it's time to remove the forms. To remove, I just pinch the form and pull it downwards to release it. Now I need to be pretty careful with this because the extensions are still quite thin at the moment, so they can break easily. That's why I'm going to go in with another layer of builder gel. I'm going to do another overlay just using those similar techniques I showed you earlier. And this is again going to build up the shape and thickness to make them stronger. Once that's done, I'll give my nails a quick wipe with alcohol to remove the sticky layer. Now it's time to file and shape. Today I'm going to go for a more slightly pointed almond shape. This is pretty much like my go-to shape. It just makes my fingers look longer and I feel like it's more flattering. Now that the extensions are complete, it's time to create the nail art. For the base color, I'm going to use this sheer white from a Korean nail brand called Bandi nails. If you guys didn't know, I'm a big fan of Korean nail products, Korean and Japanese. Both of them offer top-notch quality and the colors are beautiful, and I think they're perfect for DIY enthusiasts like me. Once the base color is cured, I'm going to use these pastel shades right here. These ones are from a brand called From the Nail. And I also have this purple shade from Jin.B. I'm going to use these colors to create a gradient background for my design. So what I'll do is I'll paint small areas of each color on the nail and then just use my brush to blend them together to achieve a seamless gradient. I'm going to do 2 layers of this. Now I don't have to make sure it's super blended because I'm going to go on top with some glitters and more art on top. These are the glitters I'll be using today. They're from an enchanting Aurora Queen collection from DGel. I'll paint them on randomly on different areas of the nail just to add a touch of sparkle and magic to them. Next, I'll cure the nails and use a white liner gel to create what I'll call soft waves. It's essentially swirly lines that I'll just blend and diffuse on one side, and I'll use a clean brush to do that. You can dip the brush in a little bit of alcohol and then just diffuse the line. So it should look a lot softer and give this sort of like dreamy effect. After curing the waves, I'll apply a clear gel on top and then cure the nail again. Then I'll create another soft swirl or line that overlaps the previous one. And then I'll diffuse one of the sides just like I did before. I'll cure that in place and then I'm going to paint on some bubbles and some little tiny stars. Now let's move on to the next design. I'll be using a purple magnetic cat eye gel from Me, and I'm going to use that to create a gradient French tip. going to shift the magnetic gel around so that the most of the glitter is concentrated on the tip. It's going to create this captivating effect when I moved my nail up and down. And I'm going to do the same steps for my thumb. After that, once it's cured, I'll create the 3D shell lines using a thick gel called Crazy Top from Jin.B. You may have seen this technique in my TikTok nail trends video. I'll use my long liner brush to create these straight lines down the nail. I'm concentrating most of the product at the start of the line, so that's going to be the thickest point, and then it's going to taper off. And I'll just keep doing this to create that raised shell effect. For my thumbnail, I'm going to do a slightly different design. So this time the 3D lines will curve to one side, and then I'll just repeat more lines to make it sort of like flow and just give it a different sort of shape. When you're doing this, it's important to just flash cure once you're happy with the lines so they don't like float and like merge together. Now for my ring finger, I'll apply a matte top coat and cure that in place. Then I'll use this Art Deco Gel from a Japanese brand called DGel, and I'm going to use this to create a slightly raised border around the nail. I'm not doing like a perfect shape or anything, I'm just kind of doing a rough border. Once it's cured, I'll rub a chrome powder on top, and it's going to make the border pop and give it this really cool shine. Afterwards, I'm going to complete the look by adding some pearls and bling here and there. Give my nail art some extra sparkle because we all love that. And then to secure everything in place, I'm going to paint on a top coat and cure. And there you have it, the finished set. What do you guys think? I absolutely adore the magnetic cat eye nails. They look incredible and it feels really fun to touch as well. That's it to this tutorial, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know, what kind of nail design do you guys want to see next? If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also check out my other nail videos. I have a whole playlist that you can watch. That is it from me. I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye!